She said she didn't want to share. She said, nope, no one's business what I'm thinking and feeling deep inside of myself. She worried that the judgment would be too much. She worried that she was the only one with one of those feeling everything hearts. The thought of exposing her inner world scared her senseless. No one needs to know what I'm thinking, feeling deep inside, she insists. Being the deep one, the feeling one, can be rough in a world where scrolling is the deepest most are willing to go. Welcome to a new view on what it means to be just right wherever you are in your life and business. This episode is for every woman entrepreneur whose waters run deep and rarely still. Picture this. I'm at my altar, incense is burning, coffee is half drunk, candles flickering next to my laptop, part mystic, part rebel, fully done with business as usual. This is Awaken Your Biz Goddess, a podcast for wild-hearted women who never fit the mold and aren't about to start now. I'm Audrey Acton, intuitive biz coach, sacred space holder, and your guide on the pathless path. Come as you are, leave lit up. Let us begin. Ever feel like your heart, your feelings, your you are too much for the Instagram, TikTok scroll? That lightning fast feed makes depth look like a flaw. The algorithm loves polish, not soul. Do you wonder if you are too much for everyone in your life even? Maybe because you think too much, feel too much, get lost inside when you should be doing. But why not both? Doing and feeling aren't rivals. They are twin engines fueling your business and yourself. And this is the thing, science backs this. Neuroplasticity shows our brains thrive when we balance action with reflection. It wires new pathways for creativity. Woohoo! Female entrepreneurship blooms on this duality. Hat-wearing action and soulful communion. We chose this path to savor life's full flavor, blazing our own trail, what I call the pathless path through the wilderness within. I've said many times that I believe so many of us get into this business game to challenge ourselves to learn, grow, and truly experience life and all it has to offer. Whether we do it on purpose knowingly or not is beside the point. We put ourselves in the position on purpose to take daring steps into new and never before dreamed of adventures. We take that road less traveled and the pathless path. We're hacking away with our machetes, blazing our own trail through the wilderness of ourselves as we learn and create, most of the time doing it alone. It's the best of all adventures, to be sure, and one that strips us bare to our own raw reality. We pour love into our businesses, yet we hit those breakdown moments, money stress, lonely pivots, that endless, am I crazy for doing this loop. These aren't business failures, they're soul excavations. I once hit a wall with cash flow. Who of us hasn't, really? I was questioning every choice until I realized it was my soul demanding a deeper look at my beliefs surrounding money and what I was willing to receive. The reality is that we are not just reaching a new level of business. We are diving deeper into ourselves. We're testing our limits and seeing what we are willing to experience along the way. Too many quit here, not from broke wallets, but because the mirror gets unnervingly close. In fact, entirely too close for comfort. It can be intimidating even for those of us who love to go deep. And that's the kicker, isn't it? We love the deep end of the pool. We want to dive in and swim around in all that delicious curiosity, exploration, and wonder that is our own psyche. Your mess isn't proof you're broken. It's proof you're brave enough to meet parts of you no 9-to-5 job ever required from you. We sometimes think we're too deep for this world. No one wants our crap because it makes them squirm. We see too much inside and out. Take an old friend of mine, married, 2 kids, PTA president, perfect on the surface. Over coffee, I followed her out to her garage for laundry. Chaos reigned. Piles of stuff nearly hit the rafters everywhere. And there was one narrow path to the machines. Without thinking, I blurted, "This is what it's like in your head." She cried. She was stunned, asking how I could be so mean. Back in those days, my filter was not as diplomatic or savvy. But the thing is, I didn't see it as mean. I just saw reality in front of me and shared what I saw. I mirrored back to her my observations on her, and it threw her for a loop, even though she may not have wanted to have seen it. Some people, they avoid mirrors, we chase them. Depth isn't judgment, it's liberation. We want those mirrors. We like the mirrors. We like deep. We like digging. We live for those revelations that allow us to overcome and proceed hacking at that path that has no path. As for my friend, that garage got cleaned out within months and her life changed. She opened that door and stood in the mess and explored her life from top to bottom and found she wasn't really too thrilled with the way things were going. So I have a question for you. What is your garage hiding? What truth is piled behind that door? Where does business really come in with all of this deep diving? Because there is more to us being deep inside of ourselves and that connection to our biz. The bottom line is depth is real, and real resonates. Customers don't chase perfection, they seek belonging. Your personal depth is like a whale song vibrating through the water, pulling kindred spirits before logic can talk them out of it. Yet we hoard that depth, fearing our own exposure. Maybe it's fear, maybe it's habit, but it's one more step on this entrepreneurial quest. We explore uncharted inner lands, yet hesitate to share. Years ago, I kept my struggles locked up until I tested sharing a snippet here and there and watched new connections bloom. The way I see it is, this is just one more step on that entrepreneurial journey. We spend so much time exploring depths not seen before, and yet here we are unwilling to hack our way out of ourselves and share this. Look, I get it. It's scary, and you'll wonder if it's worth it. But like every business leap, you won't know until you try. Share selectively. Guard your sacred core, but let light glimmer through. Kindred souls will swim your way. They will feel that vibration in their bones. You can be deep, share deeply, and still hold on to what's yours. Some things are not meant to be shared. Be discerning and ask yourself, why am I ready to let my depth shine? The world has gone kiddie pool shallow. We pathless path hackers, we mermaids, wave from the deep darkness, inviting others in. I've watched friends and clients skim the surface, missing the treasures below, and it fuels my mission to guide deeper. Next time someone says, "You're too much," smile and say, "I'm ocean-sized." Then extend your hand and say, "Come on in, the water's fine. I'll teach you to float." And then I'll watch you dive. To wrap things up, I want to offer a ritual for you to try at home. We're not going to do it right now. I'm just going to share. You're going to sit or lie comfortably, take a breath. Picture your own garage, that cluttered corner of your life or your mind, and ask, why am I ready to step into that mess? Let the answer float up. No rush. Grab your journal and jot one truth you see. This isn't about fixing it. It's just about meeting it. And sometimes that's all you need to do. You build from there, layer by layer, into the woman you dream of being. That is part of your pathless path. If you've ever been told you think too much, if you've ever felt like your heart is too full for Instagram-sized boxes, if you're craving a space that lets you exhale all the way to your bones, know that you're not too much and that this is your invitation to more. Because you felt that, didn't you? That's your truth. Don't ignore it. And we have reached today's spellette. Use it as you will. Light that candle, close your eyes, and whisper to yourself. Depth is my design. Resonance is my rebellion. Use this as a mantra or an affirmation. No matter how you use it, vibrate with it and let it cast ripples out to the world. If this landed in your deep and aching heart, subscribe to Awaken Your Biz Goddess, because your business isn't just a strategy. It's a sacred relationship with yourself. Want to know where you are in your journey and what your next aligned step is? The Goddess Growth Map isn't about choosing a goddess. Well, it kind of is. It's choosing yourself. It's about meeting yourself on the spiral path back to your own sacred rhythm. Download the Goddess Growth Map. Link is in the show notes. It's only $9. And if you're ready to wander even deeper, you can subscribe to Where the Whispers Are Waiting, Whispers from the Wild Mystery. And that is my sometimes weekly share that has rituals, prompts, sacred reflections, anything my crazy head comes up with and whatever the big you sends my way. And I only share it with my inner circle. Come back to the mystery. Lead from your power and live like the goddess that you are. Thanks for being here.